We are Self-Check, and our mission is to collectively raise awareness and limit the deadly consequences of skin disease. Meet Barry Williams. Barry's a busy, middle-class, working mother. Barry has had skin cancer before, and she knows the importance of trying to catch the disease early. Now, Mary's not alone. 1 in 5 people in America are diagnosed with skin cancer at some point in their lifetimes. The disease is more common than all other forms of cancer combined. Now, the good news is, skin cancer that is found and removed early is almost always curable. And since the disease is largely external, it is generally easily detectable by everyday people. Now, knowing this, doctors recommend monthly head-to-toe self-examinations so people can catch the disease early and possibly save their own lives. The problem is, most people don't know how to conduct these self-exams. They're not sure what to look for in terms of indicators for skin cancer, and they don't have an easy and convenient system of tracking things they find over time. Now, Mary has these same problems. In her busy lifestyle, she often forgets to do self-checks. That's until she downloads our app. Now, every month, Mary gets a notification on her phone telling her it's time to do a self-examination. She's able to go into the app and see everything she needs to know in terms of what to look for and how to do a self-examination. She's then able to log a finding and track things like spots and moles over time to see if they're changing and are something she should be concerned about. Now, one day, Mary does find something concerning. Luckily, our app has her covered for the next step.
Now, meet Dr. Roberts. She's a local dermatologist in Mary's area, and she wants to care for all of her patients, but she has a problem. The next 2 months of her schedule is filled out with appointments, with very little free time in between. So she needs to use that time as efficiently as possible. That's where the Dr. Connect feature of Self-Check comes into play. Dr. Connect allows Mary and Dr. Roberts to connect virtually. The Dr. Connect feature will allow Mary to 1, send pictures and logs of any irregularities she's tracking directly to Dr. Roberts, 2, schedule virtual follow-ups, and replacing a 2-hour ordeal of having to go and come from the dermatologist with a simple 15 to 20 minute video chat, and 3, renew prescriptions digitally. Dr. Connect saves both Mary the patient and Dr. Roberts invaluable time and resources. Now, the doctors we've talked to are ecstatic about this idea. We've even received a letter of intent from Dr. DeCastro, a dermatologist we've been talking to. He's gone on to praise several features of our application, including the fact that the reminders could potentially save lives, and that a virtual follow-up would be invaluable towards planning his day-to-day schedule. And teledermatology isn't new to the field of skincare. A study conducted by the Dermatology magazine shows that over 53% of dermatologists plan on incorporating teledermatology into their practice in the near future as this technology continues to grow. This shows that this is the perfect time for a startup to be entering the market, because we become the forerunners of a growing industry. And now, unfortunately, we couldn't get on our slides, but this weekend we got the chance to conduct a very simple beta of our minimum viable product. It consisted of an emailing list with 31 people, in which we sent them the very basic steps of how to conduct a self-examination, as well as what to look for. We sent out a survey the next day, collected responses, and found that of the people we sent that to, 66% of them conducted self-examination. This justifies the behavior that a user would need to find some benefit in our app from its basic functionality.
In the healthcare space, there is some competition with other similar dermatology applications. However, this proves viability for idea and product, and we have found ways to differentiate ourselves. So some of these unique ways include 1, accessibility and convenience. Our app has a very simple user interface, unlike other competitors' applications which are very complex to use, and we provide all the information necessary to perform self-checks. Therefore, our app takes less time out of each user's day. 2nd, specificity. Our app hones in on a very specific target market, unlike other applications that are very general and unfocused on healthcare as a whole. And finally, building relationships. Self-check is not just a one-time use, but rather it encourages a lifestyle change. We want our users not only to receive very useful feedback from experts, but we also want them to build long-lasting relationships with these local doctors, and then become recurring and loyal customers. So, besides advertising, our primary revenue stream is based off of our Dr. Connect feature, which can be split further into 2 parts: sending a photo and virtual follow-up appointments, which are $10 and $35 respectively. Doctors receive 57% of this revenue, and the transaction fee is 2.9%. So our profit is $4 for sending a photo, and $14 for the virtual follow-up appointment. Another part of our revenue stream is a freemium model for our tracking feature, which is free for the first 5 uses and then costs $1 for unlimited tracking after that. So due to the high innate need of healthcare, especially due to the far-reaching nature of skin cancer, our app has a lot of potential for growth. Our TAM value is $1.4 billion, and our beachhead market value alone is $19 million. This shows how big our market size is.
All right, here is a graphical representation of our financial projection. Our basic features will be available and ready to use as soon as we release the application. We intend to implement our sending a photo to a doctor feature immediately and our virtual follow-up feature after 2 years. One thing I'd like to mention is that we intend to spend 1% of our revenue on marketing. Because as a healthcare product, there's an inherent need, and therefore products in this industry generally do not spend as much on marketing as products in other industries would. Currently, we have 4 plans for growth. The first of which is a partnership. We could partner with local dermatology clinics, dermatology departments in major hospitals, and organizations such as the Skin Cancer Foundation and the American Society for Dermatology Surgery. By partnering with these organizations, we have access to more resources and are therefore able to offer more benefits to our customers. Secondly, we have marketing. We intend to sponsor events such as Relay for Life to get our word out there and spread the cause. Thirdly, we have prevention. Many of the dermatologists we've talked to have mentioned that they would like for their patients to know how to protect their skin. Therefore, we can integrate our app with the weather app and send users reminders to apply sunscreen or bring a sun umbrella whenever the UV rating is above a specified number or simply when the sun is out. And fourth, we would like to expand our markets, which essentially means we would like to be able to offer our Doctor Connect feature in more and more cities as our app develops. And here's our team. This is Tucker. Tucker and I are both hustlers. We have Adhiv, our designer, and Varun, our hacker. We are a well-balanced team with a variety of skill sets. However, there is one thing that ties all 4 of us to this app, self-check in particular: compassion. All 4 of us have loved ones that struggle with skin cancer, skin disease, or crippling health issues. Therefore, this app, self-check, aligns with all 4 of our personal missions and beliefs and our collective team mission and belief. Self-check. Check yourself, protect yourself. Thank you very much.